Hi everybody, it's Brittany and today I am going to be doing brushes. So these are actually Morphe brushes that I picked up. What does my invoice say? The 24th. Anyways, so I picked up, I think it was like 20, oh it says 20, I think I picked up like 20 some odd brushes. And I've never really purchased from Morphe before, ever, actually. And so this was my first Morphe purchase. Also, just for full discretion, I did use a code, which I'm going to give you, but only because it was a code that an affiliate code that I found that is actually a really good affiliate code, and with everything going on in this beauty community world, the affiliate code is called Adopt Love, and the person who uses said affiliate code actually uses all the proceeds that uses some or all of the proceeds, I'm not exactly sure, of this code towards animal shelters, and because, in case you can't tell, I live in a zoo. So, in case you were wondering, it's the same one as all the other influencer codes. It gives you like 10% off or something like that. It's not mine, just so you know. My dog is eating, one of my dogs is eating ramen in a corner.
Squishy. No, not squishy. Just squishy. Come on.
Here are all of the brushes that I ordered. I have washed them already and put brush guards on them just so that they were safe. And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to tell you like my thoughts on them. So the first brush, which is a pretty big brush, this one here is the B40, and I think that they had this, let's see, this is called the Deluxe Badger Oval Shadow, and I did order, I think, all natural hair brushes, just so you're aware. So this one is made of badger hair. Now when I ordered this, I thought this brush was going to be a smaller brush, more for packing, and it came like this. Like, this is the size of my eye. So when it said deluxe, I was not expecting it to be so deluxe. But anyways, I haven't used this. I don't really know what I'm going to use it for, but maybe I can use it for something as contour. This is the B42. And this is just labeled as a bullet crease, and this is really soft. I'm not exactly sure what this is made of. It doesn't have it written down. I'm looking at my invoice here. But this is definitely really soft. I do like this for more detail work underneath the eyes. I have not used this yet. I have used a couple of them, and I will tell you my thoughts on them when I get to them. But this one to me is super soft. I like this brush. Just so you know, too, as just like I said before, I have washed these and I have deep conditioned some of them as well. Just because I like to deep condition all of my natural brushes, especially when I first get them, even if they're clean. Like I have hakuhodo brushes that I washed when I got them, because to me, I just didn't want to have the brushes like straight from the factory. They have like that. I like to wash them and deep condition them because my conditioner that I use smells like bubble gum. And I'm weird like that. Anyways, this next brush I have is the B79. And oh my god, this is so freaking soft. I have no idea what this one is made of. It doesn't have a description of what it's made of. But this is very, very soft. And I really, really like it. But because it has the B in front of it, I think that it's badger, because I think that all of the B brushes are either beaver or badger hair, and they came from that collection. But the next brush I have here is called the B16, and this is, they have this labeled as a mini smudger. And again, I got this for the lower lash line. You'll find the theme here. When I get on like these obsessive kicks. I don't know if any of you guys get this way too, but my current kick is brushes and smudging brushes. I don't know why. I'm really like obsessed with getting these detail brushes. I just can't stop ordering them. I have a ton of them. Like, I even ordered this one. This one is the E35. This one is considered a detail lip, but again, these two brushes are so similar to me that the only difference is what they're made of. This is more of that plastic synthetic, and this is more of your, I don't know if this was from the B series, so it's probably natural hair. But even if it's not, it's more of like a blending brush. But I bought this one for like inner corner highlight to be able to get into more cream products and be able to put it in here as a detail. See what I mean? It's details. Like, and then we have this one, which is the B76. I prefer bent liner when I do gel products. But I have been using one that the bristles are kind of just like, they're done. It's done for. I bought it at Sally's, I think like 3 or 4 years ago, and it was done. It didn't need to be in my collection anymore. So I did buy a new one, and I bought this one, and it's just a basic liner brush. This is probably synthetic hair. It's within the Badger series because it does say B76, but I'm pretty sure that this one was synthetic. The next brush that I have here is the B81, and this, I actually got 3 of these because I really do, I like blending brushes. I got obsessed with blending brushes. I don't understand what is going on up here, but I just detail and blending brushes. I don't really buy too many packing brushes, but I love blending brushes. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm a like obsessive blender maybe. They have this listed as the tapered blender, and it looks like this. And I find that these bristles are very sporadic, and I know that I did have a couple issues with my brush guards because I washed so many of them at once and I put them in this basket that some of my brush guards kind of got pulled down. So I did have a few issues where it was my fault why they were kind of like splayed everywhere. But other than that, this brush was super soft. This is the B37, and this one is listed as the Badger Round Crease. This to me is more of like a pencil-like blending brush, and I like using these for detail work under the eye. Today I used it to add, I had a blue liner here, and the way that this points, it's so nice because it's very dense at this point. So I could literally take it and I was able to add a very precise line underneath the eye in pink, and it was perfect. And this is very soft, and it definitely got the detail work done that I wanted it to do. So, and I'm gonna mention this, that I did have a little bit of shedding when I first got them, when I was washing them, but that to me is normal because all brushes, especially when you get natural hair brushes, they tend to shed when you first get them. So that to me wasn't like, oh my god, these are shedding, because there was nothing that, as far as the shedding went, that was too much. This is the B38, and I did use this today, and I'm just gonna say that this brush is amazing. Like, ooh, I will say that I got, there's a little bit of like weirdness right there. It's like the glue. Anyways, but this brush is so soft. Like when I was blending it on my eye, like I could just sit here and blend this on my eye forever. It feels like heaven on your eyeball. It is so soft and so nice, like feather soft. Like right now, you know how I said in my favorites brush video that sometimes you blend, I use one of my brushes that's my favorite brush ever, and I blend and I blend and I blend even when my eyeball gets that like tingly feeling that you've rubbed it far too much. This one I feel like I could literally rub my eye forever and I would never get that feeling. If you are not bothered by natural hair brushes, I would definitely recommend this one for sure. The next brush I have here is the B21, and this is a sable eyeliner pencil. So this is made from horsehair, and I just wanted another eyeliner pencil to be able to add in that line here and then use my bent one to go in here. So more or less I use these to like fill in and like add them on the lower lash line. That's pretty much it, because I prefer my bent one for actually doing a wing liner. But yeah, I didn't have a straight one, or did I? No, I don't have a straight one, so I decided to buy one. The next one I have here, this is the B33, and they have this listed as the Badger Oval Smudger. Like I said, you are going to see a theme here. This, if you can't tell, it does have a little bit of the bristles sticking out in weird places. But again, I do feel like a lot of them has to do with potentially being in these guards while drying and cluster fudged together in this basket where I couldn't necessarily monitor them, because I tend to wash only a few brushes at a time, because I'm one of those people who doesn't do their makeup enough to wash, I don't do my makeup enough so I can wash my brushes after every use. It's not a big deal. So to me, I'm probably going to try and re-wash this one just to see if I can get it, or just wet it and see if I can get it into the shape that I want, or possibly use something like the Perry & Spirit, which is the oil cleanser, and just spray it on here and then close it up so we can have, it can reshape itself. I could probably just leave it in the guard too and it would reshape itself. The next brush that I have here is the B80, and this is a pointed crease brush. And again, to me, this is just a smaller, more detailed blending brush. This would be something that I would use to get perfectly in here, especially if I was to deepen out the outer V. I would use this here, or to smudge it down and over like this, because, you know, I have the hood, so they would do it like that. But this one isn't as soft. For some reason, that one brush is still my favorite so far. This next brush that I have is the B72, and this is a round crease brush. Again, like I said, this is more of a pencil brush. I had mentioned in my favorites videos, as far as my brushes go, that I have two Japanese brushes that are my favorite for adding in things here and cleaning up these edges. So to me, it was just natural to pick up a couple of more of them, because first of all, these ones are a lot softer than that one, and second of all, just to have extras in case for some reason I go crazy and do my makeup twice in a row. This is the M558, and this is a detailed fan brush. Now this one is a little bit like shrunk right now because I had it in the guard, because with this one, I will say, when this one came in, I had bristles going everywhere. This was not very, even now, like, the fan isn't really fanning as well as it was when it came in, of course, but the way the bristles were, I would rather have it like this than the way it came, because when it came, the bristles were just like and there were spaces. So at least with it like this, it is more compact. And I bought this specifically for adding in the highlights to this area here. I think that they had this listed as a mascara brush, and I was just fanning it out, trying to get it to kind of open up for you. You can see, can I get it to where you can see? If you can see, we still have some of these like bristles like here on this side sticking out already, and over here when I turn it, you can see it right there, because it doesn't want to stay the way that it's supposed to. And I know the fan brushes are supposed to be slightly separated, but this is how the ends came, was all like that. So that's why I had stuck it in here, and was after I washed it, and was kind of trying to reshape and reform the bristles. So that's
why you said you were paranoid.
Together. This is the M408. This is, I'm pretty sure, a synthetic brush, and they have this listed as a chisel shader, and I like to use these to smudge out my lower lash line if I decide to do a black liner, or if I'm bringing up this wing and I accidentally go a little bit too far out and I have to bring it down here. I like to use this to kind of like smudge into here to make it kind of flow together. And that was actually the last brush. I thought I had one more, but this ended up being another B33 brush, which was the Badger Oval Shader, and I ended up getting two of these. I've only used two of these brushes. I used them today when I did this eye look here, and I have to say that so far, I think that these brushes perform nicely. Like I mentioned, I did have some shedding when I washed them. I didn't have a really horrible smell when I got them. But like I said, I'm one of those people who I like to clean them with my own materials so I know that they're clean. So I cleaned these with the Japanese coconut cleanser, the solid cleansing pot. And I cleanse all of the brushes with this, and then I waited for them to dry. And then the next day is when I decided to deep condition them, which I just took regular, the conditioner that I use in my hair, which is the sulfate-free, paraben-free, gluten-free, all that free. It's like free of all the stuff.
Free.
But it's super conditioning, and it smells like bubblegum.
And it wasn't free.
And because it is made for human hair, I knew that it would be okay to use on a natural hair brush. So that is why I deep conditioned all of my brushes, just so that they would be at their max potential. Because brushes, in my opinion, I like to deep condition all of my natural hair brushes maybe once every like 3 to 6 months, just because I don't use them very frequently, but I do feel like after about 6 months that they should be thoroughly cleansed and conditioned, so that way they can be reformed and get back to their softness and shine that they come with. So anyways, that is the brushes that I have. Like I said, these are all mostly natural hair brushes, so if that is something that you don't like, I am sorry. I checked on the Morphe site, and they are cruelty-free brushes. So that to me says that these brushes were harvested cruelty-free. They're not vegan. These brushes aren't vegan, obviously, because they're natural hair brushes. But, you know, they obtain these cruelty-free, which as far as everything goes, so far I am happy with anything. If I find anything that I'm not happy with, I will update you as I go and I use them. So
I'm an anglerfish.
She's an anglerfish.
I'm an anglerfish.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you come back for more. We love you all, you beautiful unicorns.
Mwah. Bye.
I am a Fanta. And
I'm
you're
a potato.
And you're a potato.